In this video, I'm going to break down the exact 5 creative formats that you can use to scale your e-commerce brand past $50,000 a month. I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on meta ads, and I can confidently tell you it comes down to this exact creative system. And it's not just some weird theory. We use this exact system to bring one of our clients from $45,000 a month, and he couldn't get anywhere past it, to now he's doing $60,000 a month and more consistently. So if you're ready to stop wasting ad spend on creatives that don't convert, this video is for you. Because by the end, you'll have this exact creative system to implement in your brand today. So let's get into it. Okay, so we're going to jump down on my iPad here, and first for you guys, I'm going to explain the different tiers of the funnel just so you guys understand everything. So first of all, we have top of funnel. These are our broad audiences, a lot of people here, a lot of eyes, and a lot of initial interest about your brand. This is where you can show benefits, show visuals, and if your product sells itself, this is where that's happening. Next, we have middle of funnel. This is where people start to see you more. They may have visited your website, maybe even added to cart. You're building trust here as a brand. You're handling people's objections about your product, any FAQs that they might have, and overall, this is a very important stage of the funnel. Now finally, bottom of funnel. This is where conversion happens. This is where you're placing your offers, you're doing retargeting, you're adding scarcity, and this is where all of your intentional buyers end up at. Understanding the funnel helps you understand where these creatives belong, and if they're not in the right place, then you're gonna really mess this up. So now let's get into the 5 creative formats. All right, so number 1, we have a lifestyle and aesthetic / product based video. This is a very top of funnel style. It's meant for cold traffic, and it's optimized to bring new people to start being interested in your brand. A lot of the time, these lifestyle and aesthetic videos show the brand's aesthetic and just kind of like what you guys are about. Usually has a really strong hook, maybe a text or a visual of some sort. It shows you your unique selling points and features and benefits like we talked about at the top. It gets people initially interested, and like I said, bonus, if your product visually sells itself, then this can rip for you. For example, these posters over here, these posters look really good on the wall, and honestly, a lot of people that initially have seen this ad, I'm sure, wanted to replicate in their room. And also stuff like this over here, just showing the lifestyle of somebody wearing your brand. This is one of my favorites because it does really well organically. So if a brand has already done it organically, they can easily throw it in the ads manager and run it. All right, so number 2 is UGC. There are 2 different types of UGC, raw UGC and then just clean UGC. And we'll get into what that means in a minute. UGC is mostly top of funnel and middle funnel. Again, optimized for cold traffic, but it's positioned a little differently than the last one. So a raw UGC is kind of a basic, more unedited and raw and authentic version of UGC. You usually have a basic hook, an obvious problem, you're relating to your ICP, and introducing a solution and showing the unique selling points with your product. And then obviously at the end, showing a result and outcome, and then kind of an unforced CTA because you don't want to be salesy on any sort of raw UGC. It's kind of just more like, hey, I like this product and I think you could really benefit from it too. So then for a clean UGC, this is more middle funnel than the first one. You have a stronger hook, for example, like a call out. You're showing the product quicker and you're getting the point across that your brand is the solution quicker. You're showing your features, your unique selling points. You're even comparing to other brands and just competitors in general. And at the end, always show the results or what the outcome was, or how it looks now. And then in these clean videos, you usually add a CTA with some more scarcity and some more reason for them to buy. This is going to be your more salesy type of video, but it's going to be very clean, very well edited, and formal. A lot of brands that are doing above $50,000 a month are implementing some sort of type of UGC, so this one's really good. Some examples of this can be TikTok Shop. If you guys have ever seen any really big brands on TikTok Shop, that is a form of UGC essentially. People are making videos about brands and stuff like that, and that's a really good example of where people are doing UGC most of the time, especially some big creators. Now number 3 is going to be our founder-led ads. This is another top of funnel / middle of funnel style. I absolutely love these because they're sitting down and kind of helping you understand, why they made the product and stuff like that. They're kind of doing a founder product review. I've seen so many of these on Instagram, and they're just sitting there and being like, yeah, I made this because XYZ or whatever. They're showing the problems that it solves and also its unique selling points. And it's the founder doing it, so he understands the product, or you understand the product if you're the founder the most. And the reason why this is so good for middle of funnel is because they're attaching a face to a brand, which this kind of helps you build connection. It helps build trust. And as a lot of you guys know right now, brands are struggling because there's not enough connection and trust, especially through these cold audiences. So this is exactly what potential buyers want to see in the middle of the funnel. All right, so coming down to number 4, we have customer reviews and testimonials. This is a more middle of funnel / bottom of funnel style. This is showing your potential customers how already existing and satisfied customers feel about your product. These can be stills or videos, and they're building trust, they're building social proof, and they're also being kind of relatable because if you have a problem, then they had that problem in the past and this product helped them fix it, then that's just going to make them buy even more. For example, over here we have a skincare brand, and it's just somebody talking about their experience with it and how it helped them. Now, one thing I would change about this ad personally is adding a transformation picture or just showing that it worked in some visual way. But once again, you guys understand the style and understand, it's just the customer review. Okay, now, so moving down to number 5, This is an offer specific ad. This is supposed to be a bottom of funnel style. These can also be stills or videos, but it's optimized for people who are super close to buying, and it usually has a strong compelling offer to get people to add to cart and make it completely through the checkout. This should also have a good amount of scarcity and give them a reason to buy right now. Here's a little example down here. We have a 15% off limited offer site wide. Also another skincare thing, because I think skincare is a really good example for all of these. But it's just showing the offer, showing the products, and then shows a couple little words at the bottom showing like how long the offer is valid for. But it's a very offer specific ad, and anybody that has been in any of the other parts of the funnel will see this and be like, yeah, I've seen so many ads about this, and I think I'm gonna buy it because there's a limited offer. But with all these combined, you can create an amazing funnel to reach $50,000 a month and more. So I hope you guys understand the best creative system and the 5 formats that will help you get out of the $50,000 a month range and scale to 6 figures a month. But understanding the system and implementing are 2 completely different things. But at my personal marketing agency, Intenzo, we help e-commerce brands doing a little around $40,000 to $50,000 a month scale with these creative systems and scale with paid ads. Completely done for you, and there's also a couple other things that we do too. So if that sounds interesting, click the first link in the description and you can book a call with me to see if you qualify for us to help you. If you want to learn exactly how to produce creative for your brand in 2026, go click one of my other videos linked up here where I break everything down for you. Have a good day, guys. Let's go.